Not that card.
Welcome to another video. Today we got a very spicy video because we are playing Kashtira, which is a deck that I never tried out after the second wave of Kashtira support dropped. So this deck actually pretty powerful, and you would be surprised how well they combine together. Alright, we're starting out with everyone's favorite turn 1 play. Special summon the Kashtira Fenrir from the hand for free. Search for Kashtira Riseheart. Alright, now if our searches get messed up, we got two game plans going on. Alright, we can do full Kashtira combo with the Riseheart if our line with the Jellyfish and the Fish Sonar doesn't work out. So we got two lines. We got the Kashtira line and the Umi line. We're going to attack our opponent with both at the same time. It's going to be pretty devastating if it all works out. Now make sure you stick around to the end because we do have more sink or swims. Because I got a lot of sink or swims. It is how it is. We always got the sink or swims. Of course, we are playing Pacifist. Now extra important in this deck because Pacifist be an Umi but does not modulate the levels like Legendary Ocean. You want to make rank 7 XZ plays, and Kashtira Ogre is a water, so if you're reducing the levels, this is going to be a level 6 and you're going to be having a bad time. Jellyfish summon the Dragon Lord. Activate to get the Sea Stealth attack, and make sure you stick around to the end. After the Sink or Swims, I'll have the full deck list. Opponent go in second. Probably top deck that Imperm, otherwise it would have been better to use on our turn. And they are negating our Jellyfish, so nothing we can do. Jellyfish is negated. We're going to get that Umi online right now. No negate with the Jellyfish, but opponent will be waterlocked. And we got to hope that this watery field is not a sign of bad things, alright? Not a bad omen. Opponent activating the pot. Now, I know my Jelly is negated, but it asks you if you want to negate every time anyone activates anything. So we're going to negate right here. If opponent had negated the Jelly in response with a targeting effect, we could actually use the Sea Stealth to dodge, but because he's already been targeted, that does not work. We're going to negate just for fun. It's going to happen anyway. Opponent banishing 6 to draw 2, pot of green mode. Very nice. Triggering our Pacifist, going to give us a token. And opponent turtling. Our beautiful Kashtira Fenrir has been turned into an even more beautiful turtle, who also can negate, but we don't have the counters. No negating for the turtle today. If you want to see turtle negate in another deck, I do have that. That's a pretty sweet one. Let me know in the comments if you want to see it. Alright. Opponent setting 2 and passing. So maybe our Umi lock was too strong. Let's activate Ocean Dragon Lord. Now we only got one other search target in the deck. I am running a Legendary Ocean in this build, but if you see the final deck list, actually, I am running another search target for the Ocean Dragon Lord, I believe. Alright. We're going to switch to attack mode. We're going to use the Jellyfish to special summon the Kashtira Ogre from the hand. I did think about tribute summoning and going full Kashtira combo, but who knows what these setbacks are. Let's just summon the Ogre, and this is lethal damage. This is 10,000 damage, so if opponent can't stop this, they're going to die. Let's search for the Big Bang, which is probably better off in the deck, but it's fine. Let's hit opponent for big damage. We'll show you why the Big Bang should stay in the deck later. And here's lethal. Opponent, we even get to activate Kashtira Ogre. Take a look at the top 5. And banish a card from among them. But opponent playing Ice Barrier, the sneaky water players. I knew it. They're going to reduce our attack to 0, negate the effect. We could dodge the effect negate with the Sea Stealth, but we got plans. We got plans for the Sea Stealth. Opponent, you're down to 400 life points. Main phase 2, let's tribute summon the Kashtira Fenrir. And I know what you're thinking, alright? You're thinking, hey, you know how to play Umi. You're waterlocked, alright? It's great, you got a Fenrir, but you can't XZ anything because all your XZs are non-water with Umi on the field. So, we're going to use Sea Stealth, bounce the Umi. Umi Dragon gone. So we can do our plays, do our full Kashtira plays, and then we get to keep one non-water monster on the field at the end of all this. Let's XZ into the Shangri-Era, activate the Riseheart. Riseheart on the field. Opponent activating Ice Barrier in response because they don't want to get Riseheart accidentally banishing their search targets. They're sending an Ocean Dragon Lord to the graveyard, which means they're playing Umi too. Umi Dragon very bad against someone who already has Umi Dragon because it does effectively nothing to you. Alright, Ocean Dragon Lord in the hand. Let's activate the Riseheart. And normally, well, we'll come back to this, but normally you banish the Kashtira Big Bang, but we'll talk about that later. This time we're banishing the Tearlaman's Kashtira. And because we got the Shangri-Era on field, when we banish cards face down, we get to lock a zone. And we can special summon the Arise Heart with 1 material if we've activated the effect of a Shangri-Ira in the same turn. So now we got a 1 material Arise Heart. If we can get 3 materials on this bad boy, he can banish a card. However, are we going to do that? Alright, get back the Ocean Dragon Lord. And at the end of the turn, when Ocean Dragon Lord comes back, we got to pick 1 monster to keep that's not water. So we're keeping the Arise Heart, meaning our Shangri-Ira and all his materials get banished. So we get to activate our Arise Heart. Arise Heart, get a material. There you go. Alright, opponent, it's your turn. Your move, your play. Opponent activating Sea Stealth attack, giving us the Pacifist token. And a search that does nothing. Opponent activating Legendary Ocean as well. Alright. Summoning the Ocean Dragon Lord. Now, if they try and search for their own copy of the Sea Stealth, we're going to just negate with a Jellyfish. So opponent, they're going to go to battle. Alright, but opponent, you might be thinking, well, we can't activate our Rise Heart. You just attack over our Jellyfish, we're done for. But that's where you'd be wrong. Because not only can we dodge the Jellyfish, dodging the Jellyfish with the Sea Stealth attack is banishing a card. That means it triggers the Arise Heart to add a banished card as material. Alright, I'm ashamed to say that I learned this playing against Kashtira players who would eat the monster I banished with my Sea Stealth attack, so it didn't come back to the field. So Arise Heart extra devastating against us, but we're using that for our advantage. And now we got 3 materials. We can banish that Ocean Dragon Lord. Opponent has nothing left. They got nothing left, and they are done. They are out of here. So we beat regular Umi. Let's see what else we can beat. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. We got an opponent with the new Icy Field. The Ice Barrier Field is finally out, but not the new Ice Barrier cards. Maybe Konami will release them early. Now, what is this hand? This hand looks like almost pure Umi. We got 1 Kashtira Birth, which isn't doing anything. Or is it? Alright, let's see. Opponent activating Maxi. This is going to put a hamper on our plans. Alright, there's a very cool line if you happen to have Crossout Designate and the Kashtira Birth, but unfortunately, we will not be able to do it right now. Let's get our Jellyfish on field. Activating that Pacifist first so that we have the ability to negate if opponent tries to activate a monster effect. And we let that notice, alright? I had Crossout. I could have negated this Maxi, but I let it resolve. We're only going to summon 1 monster. We can hold this Crossout for opponent's turn. And unfortunately, opponent activating the Imperm means we're not going to be able to get our Sea Stealth attack to protect our monsters, protect our back row. Crossout obviously activatable, but I don't have any copies of Imperm in this deck list, so not going to negate it. I'm not going to look like a fool activating my Crossout for no reason, and then banishing a random card. Alright, let's set that Crossout past the opponent. We got Jelly Negate, we got Umi Lock, but we got no protection. Opponent activating the Feather Duster. Let's get negating. We don't want our back row getting banished or getting popped by the Feather Duster. Opponent giving us a token. And giving us a fake search. And going to battle. And oh, this sucks. Alright, this sucks. No lie. Evenly matched. When you have a token, you're forced to banish everything except the token. You don't get a choice because tokens can't be banished face down. So we are going to activate Crossout Designate in response. And we are going to banish Kashtira Unicorn. Now, you may be thinking, hey, wait a second. Why are you banishing Kashtira Unicorn? Alright, clearly you're not playing a copy evenly matched either. Opponent just hitting us with all the cards we don't have. I don't have Feather Duster, don't have Imperm. Yeah, so we're doing rough right now. But why you banish Kashtira Unicorn? Well, you're about to see, right? Because we got Kashtira Birth, which can let us special summon a Kashtira that's been banished. So on our next turn, Kashtira Birth gets the Unicorn for free. We can do full Kashtira combo. Opponent banishing everything except our token and summoning their own Kashtira Unicorn, not realizing it has been negated by our Crossout Designate. Opponent probably extremely salty that we blind named Kashtira Unicorn. They think we're some sort of big brain next tier cheater or something, but we really just like wanted it there for our Birth. Opponent activating Birth, but summoning that Kashtira Ogre, getting a Kashtira Trap, Kashtira Preparation. So this is not really setting anything up. Now opponent could go into a Shangri-Ira and then summon a Kashtira, which would be probably a solid play here, but they're just gonna leave the Unicorn and the Ogre out here. No more plays. All right, back to our turn. Now let's show it off. Let's show it off. Kashtira Birth. Birth get the Unicorn out here. Activate Unicorn. Search for the 1 copy of Theosis. Now, I'm only running one Theosis. I feel that having too many copies of this card is a bit bricky when we're running a bunch of big Umi package, and you really only want it when you're summoning the Unicorn. Opponent's Ogre and Unicorn are activating. They get to banish one card from our extra deck, but don't you worry, our extra deck has been designed in such a way that it is very safe from opponent's Unicorns. We got triple Rise Heart, triple Shangri-Ira. Now, obviously, you don't need to play triple of these, but if you got them, you definitely do play triple because that gives you a competitive advantage. Opponent stealing our Zeus. That is A-okay. They're looking at the top 5 cards of our deck. They're going to banish one. That is A-okay. Stealing our Fish Sonar. We get to steal their Zeus with our Kashtira Unicorn, and now we get to Kashtira Theosis. Now we know the set back row. Opponent has no interaction, but opponent they were playing extra slow. They were hanging on to priority for minutes at a time. Let's get our Kashtira Fenrir. Activate the Fenrir to search for a Kashtira. We got the Rise Heart, which we can summon. We can do full combo. Get our Rise Heart, start banishing opponent's cards. The value engine is online. They're not going to get going again. And opponent, time limit loss. They roped me out. They were so salty on that. Here it is, time limit loss. They were so salty that I blind named that Kashtira Unicorn that they just conceded, you know, and this made me laugh for a long time, so I hope it made you laugh too. Let's go on to the next game. All right, here we go on to the next game. And Kashtira Fenrir plus the Birth is pretty solid combo. Let's activate. Get ourselves the Rise Heart. I don't actually think Rise Heart is the correct play here. I think I'm supposed to get Unicorn, use the additional normal summon from the Birth to summon the Unicorn, then use Rise Heart. So, you know what? I'm still learning. Let's activate. Banish the Unicorn. And we can special summon the Unicorn with the Birth, so it's all good. Opponent activating Effect Veiler to negate our Rise Heart. But we're going to just call by the grave that we want our Rise Heart to resolve. Negate the effect. I think there's two different ways to go about this, but I think the way we did it is fine. Banish random cards from our opponent's deck to get this boy as a level 7. Let's activate the Birth. Birth, get the Kashtira Unicorn. Activate, get the Theosis. Activate Theosis. Get ourselves the Tearlaments Kashtira. Now, yeah, if I'd done this the other way around, where I just got Unicorn in hand, summon Unicorn, activate Theosis, get Rise Heart, I could have made the old classic play where you Shangri-Ira, activate Rise Heart, and then you get your one material, a Rise Heart. That probably would have been better. Instead, we get to send a bunch of cards to our graveyard and make a 3 material Rise Heart, which means we can immediately banish. And we got the Fenrir on field still, so if opponent activates monster effect, we get to banish a face-up card. I think this is pretty solid. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid. We don't need to start locking zones. Opponent has the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Unfortunately, we can't activate Max C while we have the Rise Heart on field, because Max C has to send to the graveyard as cost, and Rise Heart stops that. So we're going to banish this because it does actually have a graveyard effect, and we're going to hope for the best. Opponent gets 2 Kaijus. We can fire off this Max C after all this nonsense resolves, and hopefully stop opponent from doing too much more special summoning. Opponent has Crossout Designate. Always rough. I mean, we had it in the last game, but it's always rough to see the one of Crossout hitting your Max C. But, you know, Max C's toxic, so it's fine. Opponent summoning Fallen of Albaz, discarding the Aluber Daboober. Discarding this Lubellion, the Aluber, to summon the Lubellion, and they got Bishop Baldric, and that is lethal damage. Opponent just dismantling our board with some sort of going second Bestial Lubellion's deck. Alright, very spicy. I've never seen this sort of combination before. Reminds me of Go Second Gishkis, but they got us. You got to be watching out because everyone knows how to play against Kashtiras. They are ready for it. It's everywhere. So you're going to see stuff like this. You got to be ready, right? Emotionally. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. We are activating our Fenrir. Opponent hitting us with the Maximum C. Now, again, you always have the option, all right? You can call by Max C, but in this situation, I'm like, how badly do I care if Max C resolves? We don't really care because we're going to make opponent draw a single card, summoning our Jellyfish. We could negate the Max C, go full Wombo combo, set up the Rise Heart, as well as have an Umilok. But why waste our resources when we could hold him and also have Max C during opponent's turn? Let's activate the Rise Heart. Summon the jellyfish. Get ourselves the Ocean Dragon Lord. Search for our Sea Stealth attack. And we're going to pass in this. This is all we need, alright? We don't need to extend any further than this. When we just have this Kashtira Fenrir being a boss, if anything goes wrong, you know, we got follow-up. We also got Maxi. We got Negate with Jellyfish. We got Ocean Lock. I think we're doing good. Opponent, on our turn, activating the effect of their IKEA Lab, Chandra Glager, sent in a Labyrinth card. Let's activate that Sea Stealth, get the Pacificus online, and opponent, you're Umi locked. Now, Pacificus is pretty good, but Labyrinth is a very grindy deck, so we gotta watch out. Let's negate the Ariana so our jelly is big enough to not get attacked over and also stop their search. The real threat in this deck, okay, against Lab, is the Labyrinth field spell. If they get the field spell going and they start popping everything, like every turn they activate a card, they pop, that's when you're in a losing battle. So Fenrir, very valuable, can banish the field spell. Opponent realizing they can't activate their Labyrinth traps to summon more Labs, and they are done. That's it. Game over. They got floodgated out. That's the value of the beautiful Umi Dragon. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, on to the next game. We got the Mega Fortress Whale in hand, and is this hand a complete brick? Alright, this looks like a complete brick, because we got only the Tier Limits Kashtira, and that's it. Whale we can't summon. Now, Whale actually did get cut from the deck, but you know what? That doesn't mean we can't do plays. Kashtira Birth, normal summon Kashtira, Tier Limits Kashtira, which Konami very rudely limited to 1 on release. Very rude, because this card's quite fun. It would have been fun to play with this at 3. We get to send 3 cards to our graveyard, and if we hit any Kashtira, we get to use our Birth. And we did, we hit a Unicorn. Unicorn, we get to special summon with the Birth. We can activate that Unicorn, search for a Theosis, our 1-of Theosis, activate, and get ourselves another Kashtira from the deck. Let's Ash Blossom, that Maximum C. Get ourselves, there we go, get negated. Get ourselves the Rise Heart. Now, fun thing to note, this whale is level 7, so you can normal summon it with the Birth, because you can normal summon level 7s without tributing while you have that Birth out. So that's the reason we're running the whale, but in this situation and a lot of situations, the whale did not seem that great. So that's why he got cut. From the final deck list, stick around to the end of the video. Opponent activate a monster effect. We get to take a peek at our opponent's extra deck. They are playing Scareclaws, so we're going to banish. They had 2 of those. They had 2 of the Scareclaw Rise Heart, or whatever it's called. So it's banished face down now, but that was what it was, the Scareclaw Link 1. We're going to banish that one because they only had 2. So if they activate a monster effect and we can activate the Unicorn on the opponent's turn, then they got 0, and that's going to really shut down their Scareclaw plays. Activate Rise Heart, banish the Big Bang from the deck, and this is the play, right? You banish Big Bang, you lock a zone, Big Bang targets your Shangri-Ira and lets you get a material outside of him, and it summons it onto the field. So you can get a Unicorn, you can get a Fenrir, you can get all sorts of nonsense this way. And there you go, that's the 1 material Rise Heart. So we did all of that just with the single Tier Limits Kashtira and the Kashtira Birth. We did have to get a lucky hit in that Unicorn, but if we hit a Fenrir, you know, we could have done something similar. Alright, Kashtira Rise Heart is live. We got opponent locked down. We still got this Ash Blossom. Let's see what opponent can do. Summon the Fenrir from the deck. Opponent activating triple tactics talent to search for some sort of board wipe, some sort of Raigeki, some sort of nonsense. Ash Blossom save us, negate that. Also protecting us from Call by the Grave. This is some nonsense, right? You cast your Rise Heart, now our Ash Blossom doesn't go to the graveyard, can't be targeted by Called by. That's some value. Thrust is negated. No thrusting for you. You get back the Big Bang. Opponent, they can't handle it. Emotional damage too high. They're done. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. We got a very nice mix of Kashtira and Umi cards in the hand, which is what you want to see. When I play decks like this, I want to see how the cards work well together. So we're always going to start by summoning the Kashtiras that we get for free, because when you got an empty field, you can just summon them for free. No cost. It's all gravy. Let's send the Pacificus to the graveyard with the Jellyfish. Summon that Ocean Dragon Lord opponent, activating Ash Blossom to negate our Ocean Dragon Lord effect to search for the Sea Stealth, which is very sad. Except we got this cross out designate, so we're gonna negate that Ash. Negate. We want that. We want that card. We want it very badly. So we will negate the Ash Blossom. Ash negated. Let's get ourselves that Sea Stealth. Trigger the Kashtira Ogre. Look at the top cards of their deck, and they are playing Altergeist. And we're going to take that Altergeist monster, banish it face down. It's gone in the list now. It was Altergeist Silquitus. We get to look at the top 6 cards of our deck and add one to our hand. We're just going to add this Call by the Grave to protect. And there you go, Sea Stealth attack. Gonna flip up, get the Pacifist. We got Negate, we got Umilock, we got the Kashtira Ogre, we got Call by. Lots of interaction. Floodgated opponent, summoning a water monster, very rude, attacking us directly. Targeting a card we control, sending it to the graveyard. Look at this. Well, maybe we should be playing this. That's a pretty powerful effect. Alright. Sending our Jelly to the graveyard. Now that effect, it's in the damage step, so we can't dodge with Sea Stealth. Very rude. Alright, also sending, not destroying. Opponent sending a bunch of back row. Let's draw. Now, I think it has to send a card. Yeah, it sends a card. So opponent really should have just sent this Pacifist, because that shuts our whole deck offline, but that's fine. You know, they don't know that. Let's activate Ocean Dragonlord. Opponent activating Altergeist Protocol, which is going to send an Altergeist to the graveyard, negate the activation, and destroy our Ocean Dragonlord, but that's fine. We're going to dodge. Now, the dodge doesn't stop the negation, in this case, because it's not a targeting effect, but it will stop him from being destroyed, which is nice. So, Ocean Dragonlord saved. Sea Stealth dodge comes in handy again. Gives us a token as well. We are going to take that token. Opponent's Altergeist is activated in the graveyard to add an Altergeist to the hand. Let's negate that. Call by the Grave. Stop them from getting an Altergeist. But because they activate a monster effect, we get to take a peek at the top 5 cards of their deck. Make sure they don't draw anything impactful here with the Kashtira Ogre. Get ourselves the token. Kashtira Ogre going to activate. There you go. Kashtira Ogre, take a look at the top 5. Anything spicy in there? Imperm, we don't care. Protocol, we don't care. Maxi, we don't care. Maxi, we don't care. Meluseek, let's banish the Meluseek. Meluseekin is offline. Opponent hitting us with Crackdown, stealing our Kashtira Ogre permanently. Well, that's fine. You know, you probably think they're going to win the battle here, but we got the Sea Stealth attack. Not reading is on the menu. Let's pop our own monster, get through with the token, get our Ocean Dragonlord back. Opponent, what is your next play? They drew an Impermanence. Setting the Impermanence. We know that's what it is. We saw the top 5 cards of their deck. Let's draw. Pressured Planet. Now, we could activate the Pressured Planet, but it means we lose the Pacifist. We're only running 1 Sea Stealth attack, so we got to make sure we got an Umi in the hand before we do that. Opponent negating our search for the Umi, so no Pressured Planet for us. Not worth it. Let's switch to battle, get attack in, but opponent just that was it. That was too much. All right, they negated our search, and they're like, you know what? We got nothing. We're out of here. You know what? Respect. Let's go on to the next game. All right, one final game, and then we will go on to the Sink or Swim. Very spicy hand. We got Nibiru. We got Fish Sonar. We got Kashtira Unicorn. We got the Kashtira Ogre. Opponent hitting us with the Maximum C. That's going to limit our turn options, all right? We don't want to go full combo when opponent's hitting us with the Max C, but what can we do here? All right, what can we do? Well, we can let our opponent draw a single card and have our Ocean Dragonlord lock live. So let's do that. Kashtira Ogre. Search for the Theosis. And let's Tribute Summon. Get the Ocean Dragonlord. You get 1 card with the Max C, but that's fine. Let's activate. Get Pacifist. Hope that Umilock can save us for a turn. And then maybe next turn, we can Kashtira. We also got this Nibiru. You never know. Nibiru might be the way to save us. All right, opponent stealing our Ocean Dragonlord with Change of Heart. That does give us the token, though, so we're not dead yet. Token activate to fake search, but that does nothing. Opponent playing Dinomorphs. You know I love me some Dinomorphs. Setting the Dinomorphia Frenzy. Setting to back row. Attacking our Phantasm token just to get their life points a little lower. Not sure if that makes any sense. And they couldn't do anything with that Ocean Dragonlord, so we get him back. Opponent got no Link 2s. All right, you're going to be playing. Listen, all right, piece of advice. You going to play Change of Heart? Just play some generic Link 2s. Just link away the stolen monster. That would be sweet. But opponent lets us get the Ocean Dragonlord back. We draw. Let's start things off. activate Ocean Dragonlord, search for the Sea Stealth attack. We got to be very careful with Dinomorphs because they can do all sorts of things when they control a Dinomorph on the field. They can pop cards, they can negate. We just wanted to bait things out. Now we got Sea Stealth. I'm feeling a little safer. One thing to note, though, we know that opponents search for the Dinomorphia Frenzy. As long as they control this Thrasia, they cannot activate the Frenzy. And also, Frenzy only activatable in the main phase. So if we can get to opponent banishing our Ogre for some reason, I guess they were worried that we could resummon it with a Burst, which is that's true. But we can also resummon it from the banish zone, so that's a bit of a weird choice. All this does is like effectively negate the Ogre that we could summon, but we can still summon the Ogre. So not really that effective. Maybe they should have made call by summon monsters, special the monster face down. Let's normal summon the Unicorn from hand using the second effect of Birth. So Birth put in a lot of value here. Activate to search for the Theosis. With Ocean Dragonlord on field, we really can't use Theosis to get anything valuable. We can get another water, but we can't really do our nice like Kashtira plays. So let's just go straight to battle. Again, not activatable. This is not activatable because they control the Thrasia, and also not activatable in the battle phase. Let's get in. Activate Unicorn. Banish one of their 2 Dinomorphs from the extra deck. And that's lethal damage. Opponent couldn't do anything. That's it. We got him. Dinomorphs paying that extra 500 life points might have actually come back to bite him. Alright. Those are the games. Kashtira, Umi. Feeling pretty good, honestly. It was quite fun deck to play. You can do full Kashtira, you can do full Umi. Opponents, they just don't know which angle you come from. Alright, let's go on to Sink or Swim. Alright, on to Sink or Swim. This replay was sent to me by Woodwode, I think is his name, Woodwode. And this was described as an oldie but goldie, so we'll see how old this replay is. This looks like it's in some sort of cup. Firing off that Dimension Shifter, using Lifeless Sleefish to straight banish a Paces, going into a Stealth Crag, and we got Goaties, but with no, with no like level 4 leveled monster on the field, these Goaties aren't going to do anything. So we just got a Kragan in the extra monster zone of all things. Not going to make any link plays, I guess. Paces come back, but Pace is not doing much. And oh, we got some old school tier elements. Old school tier elements before the Keldos got banned. Because Keldo, pretty sure this card is... oh, this one's at 1. Not banned yet. Thought these were banned. They're just at 1. Maybe this isn't that old. Opponent playing branded tier elements. Branded tier elements. Summoning the Lubellion. Like your sushi pet, by the way. Lubellion. Activating. Summoning. The Lubellion Dragon, probably. The Mirror Jade. Iceblade Dragon. Getting an Aluber to hand. They got the normal summon still. Getting that search with the Despian Tragedy that they discarded. There's the Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade probably going to activate, banish the Kragan, not even bothering, just attacking into the Kragan and ending the turn. Alright, now I guess because of the Shifter, we don't have the ability to summon from the extra deck the, we're just not even running it. Alright, we're not running the Kragan spawn, so Kragan not able to summon anything. Beautiful is back. We're de-shifting again. Where did the other Shifter go? I thought Shifter... didn't we activate Shifter already? Am I losing my mind? Where'd the Shifter go? I thought we activated Shifter already. Okay, I'm losing my mind apparently. Opponent responding with the Max C. Max C. Gonna let our opponent draw a billion cards. Lifeless Fish on the field. Sending a Shift to the banish zone. Linking into an Arion post. We got no fish in the graveyard because all our fish are getting banished. Sending the Zep, which can't activate on our turn, only activates when you banish it on the opponent's turn. So was that a mistake? Shouldn't you have sent... I guess we have no fish in the graveyard. I guess it doesn't really matter what you send. Passing to the opponent. And what are we going to do with all these fish? We got Paces come back. We got Shift come back. We could go into Deep Beyond here. Opponent activating Gold Sark. Are we going to banish the Mirror Jade? That could be the line. No, we're going straight into the Deep Beyond. Not messing about. Immediately Deep Beyonding, banishing the whole field. Mirror Jade, the Iceblade Dragon, is going to be gone, but opponent, our field is open. They could easily do Wombo combo summons and get us. Opponent just has another Brand of Fusion. Is that the same one? Maybe they added it back. Where's their other Brand of Fusion? I think they got 2 Brand of Fusions. There, they do. They have 2 Brand of Fusions. Opponent playing before the Brand of Fusion limited to 1. Hitting us with the Albion. And they got the Masquerade to burn our life points. Deep Beyond gonna come back though. And all our fish coming back too. Let's see how we can deal with this field. And we also don't know what the set back row is. Oh my goodness, all these goaties are burning us. 600, 600, 600. Deep Beyond is back. But what do we do? Got a goatee trap. We're just dealing big damage. Not even hitting this Masquerade that's burning us. Branded Banishment. Resummoning the Albion. And then, is it going to Fusion Summon? Choosing not to Fusion Summon. Or maybe they can't. What does Goatee Fury do? Is this going to help us? We'll just have to wait and see. Opponent turtling. We're paying 600 life points for the privilege. Targeting a fish and a card opponent controls. A monster they control. Banish both until the standby phase. But if a fish monster is special summoned to our field while any card is banished, we can banish this card from our graveyard. Alright, so we're just banishing it till the end of turn. This does turn off the burning because it was no longer fusion summoned. Wait a minute, this is continuous? Oh my goodness, maybe I should be playing this. I thought it was like a single activation. This is continuous, so we can keep banishing fish and monsters our opponent control. Oh, this is... we could do some nonsense with this. Maybe I should be playing this card. I always kind of ignored it. It never seemed that good. We're banishing the Goatee Fury. Opponent gets back the Masquerade. And it remembers that it was fusion summoned? That's weird, because we banished it and it came back. It shouldn't really be considered to be fusion summoned. You tell me if that ruling makes sense, because maybe... is this a rule that they changed recently? I'm pretty sure that is no longer a fusion summoned monster, but who knows. We're going to get in with the big, chonky 12,500 attack Goatee the Deep Beyond. This comes back, but it's definitely not fusion summoned now. We're going into a Synchro 6 White Aura Dolphin in defense mode to Turtle. We got 10,000 attack, Goatee the Deep Beyond. Those shifters did work. I don't know where that other shifter was. I'm pretty sure we activated shifter twice, but maybe I'm losing my mind. Springin's Kit, getting back the Brand of Fusion. Opponent, sending a card back to their deck to activate Brand of Fusion. Going into another Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade going to be able to banish the Deep Beyond, who's, if he gets banished, is just going to come back on the next turn. Attacking the White Aura Dolphin. We got lots of fish in the graveyard to banish and bring our Dolphin back. Dolphin underrated in the Goatee list. I usually get cut in because I just run out of space, but Dolphin actually showing his value here. Branded Retribution, negating the effect of the Dolphin to come back to the field. Are we dead? Are we dead here? Did opponent already attack with the Springin's Kit? I've forgotten. Looks like they did. Oh, whoa. That is a close call. Opponent branded in red. Setting. We are not dead though. Deep Beyond is coming back, and he is a big chungus. Opponent activating Brandon in red, maybe a little early. They're immediately getting that Albion to the hand, and they're going to fusion summon something. But what are they fusion summoning? They only have 2 monsters. Lubellion, but no card to discard. That is sad days for Branded. Branded Retribution, banishing from the graveyard to add back the Branded Fusion, but they're not going to get an opportunity to Branded Fusion because extra thick Deep Beyond is back on the field. Deep Beyond, so thick. Let's just keep making him thicker. This is already lethal. We're just going to flex on the opponent. Send the Paces to the graveyard. Summon an Ahri Outpost. This is completely unnecessary. We have easy lethal attacking over this Lubellion. We're just flexing. How big can the Deep Beyond get? Summon an Excel Synchron. Yo, don't flex on the opponent like this. I mean, I'm impressed. You know, this is a good game, but you know, I'm feeling like I have to punish you if you flex too much. There you go. Got lethal on the opponent. Make sure they can't do anything with the Baron Negate. You know, they got a lot of cards in the graveyard. We'll let this slide one time, but you were dangerously close to getting a sync for that flex on the opponent at the end of the game. Appreciate the goatees. Love to see it. You get a swim. Let's go on to the next replay. All right, on to the next replay. Now, this person sent me 3 replays. Now, normally, all right, look, normally, if you send me 3 replays, I will not watch any of your videos because only 1, all right? But they also sent, like, nice little descriptions of what happened in each game. So we're gonna watch 1 of your replays, all right? So just, you know, be careful next time, all right? Watch yourself. Just 1 at a time. 10 you Spiritual Thana and a Pace again summoned. Summoning the Lifeless Leaf Fish with the Pace's effect. Opponent Ash Blossoming the Lifeless Leaf Fish, sorry, so we don't get to send Shift to the graveyard. Don't get to banish it, but we still got the Paces coming out. So I think we're going to be okay Dugares. This is spicy. I don't usually see this in Goaties. What are we doing with Dugares? Now, Dugares has 3 modes. We can do the draw discard mode, or we can do the reanimated card from the graveyard mode, but we got nothing to reanimate, so I'm guessing we're just going to draw discard. We do have to skip our next draw phase, so we're not going to be drawing a card on the next turn, but we luck drew into the shift, which means we can activate shift, banish, lifeless leaf fish, gets boosted, and both our fish are coming back. Dugares. Maybe this is the way. Opponent max seeing on their own turn, and this is big for the Goaties because when you hit us with a max C on your own turn, you're going to be guaranteed drawing yourself like 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5 cards if we want to do our plays. So Goaties going to be giving opponents a lot of gas here. Opponent playing Kashtiras or Bricktiras with the Prismatic Theosis. Activating that birth. Activating Theosis, and Kashtira is supposed to be quite good going second, so what can Goaties do here? Alright, can we go into the Deep Beyond? Do we have enough value? We got an Ice Barrier. We also got this Ixeep. Maybe we can use Ixeep to get into the Deep Beyond. Opponent getting a Kashtira to the hand, summoning that Rise Heart, and what? Look, I'm not gonna tell opponents how to do things, but I'm pretty sure. I guess the going second lines are harder, but I'm pretty sure you want to summon that XZ. You know, maybe even try and make a Zeus, force opponent to lose their monsters with your attacks, and then yeah, I don't know. All right, Kashtira's Kashtiraing. They're activating the Rise Heart, getting themselves in an Ogre with the Kashtira Birth, getting a Big Bang to the hand, which is an interesting choice. All right, Goaties, we're going for it. We're giving opponents cards here. Arion Post activate, triggers the Fenrir, triggers the Kashtira Unicorn, triggers the Kashtira Ogre, but that's not going to matter because we're just going to activate Shift in response, dodge all those effects. Arion Post gets to banish a card, and hold on a second. I think we can do it. I think we can Deep Beyond here. Opponent activating this Kashtira's Scareclaw in the hand. They don't know what's coming. Azcan activate. This is the jabatiest of jabates because Azcan is going to banish a single card, but then we're going to wipe the whole field. Banishing, that's sneaky. Like, they're probably not even paying attention here. We banish the Zep with the Arion Post. That's going to come back, Synchro Summon later. Now we're looking. They're looking at the top cards of our deck. They're like, we're going to look. We're going to banish a card. Face down. You're not going to get it. Haha, we were doing so good. They're banishing our Goaty Field spell. All right, and now they're going to look at our extra deck. Banishing a Big Chungus. We got double Goaty at Deep Beyond. We were safe. There was nothing they could do to stop us. Arion Post activating to search. Zep coming back. And opponent, it's over. It's Jover. Let's activate the Zep. Deep Beyond it up. Synchro Summon. Wipe the opponent's whole field, but they got so many cards in hand. They still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in the hand. Ixeep coming out to protect us from dying. Kashtira Birth already been activated. And opponent, they have no plays. They got no Kashtiras to summon from the hand. Bricktira just showing that Bricktira sometimes they just brick so hard they can't even do anything. 9 cards in the hand, no plays. What a sad state of affairs for Kashtira. You got to be playing Umi Kashtira if you want to get the real value. All right, thank you, Mizuf, for this beautiful replay. I'm going to give you a swim, but you know you're on notice because of the number of replays you sent me. So just watch yourself next time. All right, thank you everyone for sending in your replays. We'll have more in the next episode. Let's go on to the Umi Kashtira deck list. All right, here it is. Refined Kashtira Umi. I balanced this, all right. This is the way I think is optimal. So we got triple Maxi, we got triple Ash Blossom, we got triple Jellyfish, we got 2 Rise Hearts. I do have 3, all right. I'm not just doing this because I got budget, all right. I think 2 Rise Hearts is the right way to go. Too many is just too many. We got triple Ocean Ragalord, we got 2 Fenrirs, we got triple Unicorn. I realize this deck is very expensive, but you know everybody has it. It's so good. Triple Ogre. We got the 1 Tearlament's Kashtira. It's very important to get this in Prismatic, so keep grinding cards until you get a Prismatic one. I just got lucky. 1 Nibiru. 1 Pot of Prosperity. We got triple Fish Sonar. We got the Kashtira Theosis. We got the Legendary Ocean. We got the Pacific Phantasm City. We got the Pressure Planet Race Loss to activate and search for a Kashtira. Also can pop cards. We got 1 Sea Stealth 2, which I added to the deck after. Pretty powerful, alright, in the deck because it lets you grind back your Ocean Dragonlords if they get popped. They go to the graveyard, you can keep resummoning them and save them with a Sea Stealth. Also works with the Jellyfish. Also, protects your monsters from being targeted. So if opponent summons a Kashtira, tries to target your monsters, they'll be sad to find out that they can't target your water monsters with non-water monster effects. So your Ocean Dragonlord safe, your Jellyfish is safe, your Kashtira Ogre safe. Very safe. Alright. We got 2 Kashtira Births. We got 2 Called by the Graves, 1 Crossout Designate. You saw the value of this. Don't underestimate it. Also, everybody running Kashtira, so you can negate their Kashtiras. 1 Big Bang and a Sea Stealth attack. In the extra deck, we got Baran, Big Chungus. This is just like for hands where you got Kashtira plus Ash Blossom. You just use Ash Blossom as a tuner. Big Chungus, we got the Stealth Kraken, we got 1 Kraken Spawn, we got Big Eye, we got Red Eyes Metal Flare Dragon, we got Dark Arm Dragon to pop things, we got triple Shangri-Ira, we got triple Arise Heart, we got 1 Zeus, we got 1 Black Luster Soldier. Hope you liked today's video. Hope you enjoyed the deck list. Let me know if you try it out, how things go. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.